Good morning, it's Saturday morning and it is showtime, baby. We've got shows starting from today. Today I'm heading to West Allotment Social Club for their show. They have obviously the flowers, the quality, and also this year they've started doing giant veg as well. So I'm going to grab a couple of bits from the allotment, stuff that I wouldn't be taking, some stuff I wouldn't be taking anywhere else, and other stuff I've actually got several things I can take with us, to be honest, like the cucumbers. So I'm going to have a quick look, see which ones I need to pull. We're going to pull a few giant veg and head up to the show. Just had a look around there, make sure everything's all right, and everything is all right. So the 4 things I'll be taking today are a heavy swede, heavy cucumber, heavy cabbage, and a heavy carrot. So I'm going to get my overalls on so my jeans stay nice and tidy, and I'll give you a quick look around before I start lifting, because I know it's been a few weeks. Let's start from the top. So have a quick look at the fruit trees. So the fruit trees got absolutely obliterated by the winds and stuff like that, but I've still got plenty of apples on here. Turn you away from the sun. So as you can see, I did need decent pruning on this tree, but we've got some nice sized apples there. And I've already taken a bucket full that fell on the ground. So it's absolutely massive, that. I am in 2 minds whether to get rid of the trees. I'm going to keep that pear tree because it's been spot on. Speaking of the pear trees, as you can see on that side, we've got a nice little crop of pears on there as well. That had the same fate as the apple tree. It obviously had lots of pears drop on there. We'll head into the brassica cage. Now, as you all know, on the right hand side, I planted the giant turnips, giant swede. I'll have a look at them first. Tops, I did get a bit of caterpillar in here, but I managed, you'll be able to see where I managed to get them. So you can see these are all from caterpillar, and then the fresh growth on the top coming through. I managed to catch them a couple of weeks ago, and we've still got some nice fresh growth coming through, which is great. And then underneath, we've got, that's a nice big one. It's not the biggest. And then this side, that's the one that had the bum looking hole that the ants ate into. But again, managed to catch the caterpillar early doors. None of these are going to seed yet, which is another big bonus, because I've only put 5 in, and 5 are so far doing all right. So that's the back side of it. Then we've got what I think would be the biggest one. Now that might not look absolutely massive on camera, but there's 3 fingers, and that goes all the way around. I measured this the other day, and it's 40 inches round, all the way around the base. So I'll be keeping that one for Malvern, and that one for Malvern, and that one for Malvern, I believe. So I've got a choice of 3 to pick today. So we've got this one, we've got that one, that one's not big enough, that's small, so it's going to be a case of that one, or it's going to be the end one over here. So we'll pick one of them 2. Anyways, on this side we're through in spares that I had. Tomatoes, the tomato plant itself doing fantastic, but I've not really had any mega blooms, and this has been the story of my year this year. I mean, there's a mega bloom right at the top there, but that's far too late. Far too late. I do have some tomatoes growing, but of course they're not from mega blooms, so they're only littler ones. There's a couple on the other side there. I need to get in here and remove some of this lower foliage, get some airflow through. But bear in mind, these are grown outside this year. These are just spares that I had. And then on this one here, I can't remember exactly where all the tomatoes are, but you can see them anyways. They're not, again, no mega blooms growing on this one. It's just standard just normal tomatoes, basic normal sized tomatoes. And the broccoli that I've put on the inside, it's starting to come through nicely there. And then on this one here, we do have, these are really small for being mega blooms. This one, there's one at the back through there as well. Focus on that, there we go, that one there. And I've got this one as well, but let's see, I know you shouldn't really go 3 or several on the plant, but it is what it is, and I think it's going to get too late now. Look at that caterpillar. I don't know how they're getting into here. Little blighters. These I got right down here. Right, bear with us a second. I'm going to squash all these caterpillars. Right, that's them gone. A surprise entry in here this year, because of the hot weather what we've had, is the cucumber plant. Because if you remember, I just popped it in because I had a spare, and it's ended up producing this absolute whopper. So that is currently about 31 inches long, and it's still nice and green. Still got a few weeks left. This might be the one that I take to Malvern. I'm taking two to Malvern anyways. Me and Leslie's taking one each to Malvern. So I'm thinking I'm going to be taking that one, and I'll show you when we're getting that in there anyways. But I mean, from top bottom all the way to top, it's not as fat at the top as normally, but obviously still got 4 weeks to go yet. We'll see. The pumpkins. Now last year I had one plant in here and I got 3 pumpkins of it, sorry. This year I've got 2 plants in here. Wrong, shouldn't be doing 2 plants in here. 1 plant will be enough, and as you can see, one of the plants has already started getting powdery mildew on. So I've actually got 2 pumpkins on here. I think they're coming from the same plant as well. I think the rest of them are rotted off, but this is the first one. This is the biggest. Again, the camera doesn't do it justice regards of its size. I might take this to Malvern. There's a section for field pumpkins. I doubt I'll get much, but hey, that's a canny size. That's bigger than the one that I grew last year. I know that. But only downstairs, it's not as round. It is quite flat. But considering I've done nothing to it, nothing at all. I buried a couple of the vines and that's it. That ain't too bad. I've also got a smaller one at the back. That one there. So we've got that one. There was a couple running on the back side, but it's they didn't take by the looks of things. Right, into Cucumber House. I'll kind of be glad when I didn't have to walk in here and duck. Looking on videos of years past, there's so much foliage in here. Absolutely nuts. Now, definitely next year, I will definitely not be growing a fascinated cucumber plant, because that's been very poor. And I also will be nipping the main runners, the main leaders for the plants. We've got side shoots sticking out here. More cucumbers still growing on it. Nope, you're done. I'll have to take that side shoot off there. It's nuts. But this is the other biggest one I've got. Measuring, I think it was 17 inches round and 32 inches long. But as you see, I've got a few others there. And I'll let this one go at the top. This one is measuring 31 inches long, but it's not got the girth. That one is, right, it's done. I have to finish that one. So is the plant, actually. This one's plant starting to go. So this one's finished with. I'm going to put that in for long. And don't Malvern. This plant has been horrendous. It's been horrendous. Not the state of it. The state of the cucumbers come off it. Every single one's been like that. So I'm not pleased with them. The tomatoes in here, I've nipped off all the tops. Apart from that one there. Again, I've had no mega blooms. So I've just left them to grow tomatoes on. We might get a couple of them off for sauces or something. Down here, that mega bloom that's down the bottom. It's not really growing. I'll ask some advice for when I go down to Malvern, because it's been I was not so much looking forward, but I was kind of focusing on getting a couple of tomatoes this year, and it just hasn't happened. Got one there, but hey, if I get a personal best, I get a personal best. I'll be pleased with that. If I head over this side, all my aubergines are gone. So we've got that cucumber there, we've got that cucumber on the bottom. Where the hell he come from? No more, thank you. In fact, leave that, it's got no plant on, it's got no cucumbers on anyways. This one is a good size one as well. I don't think it's fat as that one over there, but aye. And then at the back, I do have some peppers, but they're just little ones. Little peppers. Now they're gone off basically. There's no tomato at the bottom there. These have done alright. I do like the setup I've got in here. You get tomato at the back there. Then I've just supported this one up here. That is grown on the same plant as, I think that one. Can't remember. It's all right to find now. And I've actually got one up the top there, sitting on the top. Oh, I forgot about that one. That's that one there. I'm going to put my hand through the grate at the top. I can't really get a gauge of the size of it. Looks nice and round. Doesn't look very long though. We'll see what happens when I take it off. Because it'll all be taken off for Malvern. Inside the Allotment shop, sweetie shop. Tomatoes are still gone. Nuts out of it. Ah, these ones, and nobody liked them. They're cross-pollinated. But I've not really done anything with them in weeks. Inside the blue polytunnel, just on the right hand side here, that plant that I've put in, I think this has been the most successful tomato plant. I'm getting 4 mega blooms off them. Now this one here, the original mega bloom, it's got some blossom end rod on, so I don't think that's going to make it. But I've got another one on this side. We've got another 2 on this side as well. That one's the biggest one, I think. I've just supported them this morning. So, might get a couple of cheeky tomatoes in for Malvern. The kohlrabi, everything's been hit by whitefly. Bit of a nightmare, to be honest. No, yeah. Whitefly. I've been looking into it, and I'm going to get some stuff next year for it. Like little pouches and stuff that stop the... Anyways, I haven't really been keeping up with the spraying as well. That's my bad. Because I did have a religious spraying technique, coming down and doing it with the Moonshine Bio, but I just haven't been down. Been spending more time with the family. Kohlrabis, not massive, but they've got some pups on anyways. Still growing though. No, you want to see no seed heads. This one I think it's the biggest that I've got. It's not the biggest I've got. It is the biggest I've got. I've lost all of me radish and down there. The beetroot, pretty much most of them are gone to seed. This one's still growing, so that's going to be the Malvern entry. The carrots, these are show carrots. I'm really tempted to pull one of these up and see what they're like. As you can see, the bottom there, they're a decent size, eh? Potatoes there, I've been funneling around. So there's one at the top. That's already finished with actually. So I mean, put that to one side. But I'll be looking forward to taking all of these out. I funnel around to take the smaller ones off and out, because you don't want the small ones on. That's going to be a surprise. Anyways, I took all the little ones out. These are the little ones I took out the other day. These ones. Wow, that's going to be a nice little surprise. And the carrots, we're going to be lifting the smallest one the day that I've got. I think it's the smallest anyways. Leading on side. We'll get this one lifted today, see what it's like. If need be. No, I'm not going to lift another one. I won't leave it. That one there. It's not very wide. I don't know how deep it is. And we've got these 2, which are, I believe, to be the biggest ones. There's another one. And this one's got the most foliage, but you know what it's like with carrots. You can never tell. Just the tops might be tiny underneath. It's got a split in it. But splits don't matter when it comes to growing giants. It's all about the weight. But yeah, that's what's happening inside of here. Me upgrading these tanks has been fantastic. The only problem I've had is the battery can't keep up, because it's not charging quick enough. So it's a bit of a pain that. Right, let's have a look further down. Inside the cabbages, that's doubled, no good. This one's went all funny. don't know why, but it did. It went all funny. It is solid, like. So I'm in debate whether to take this one today or take this one. This one looks more like a traditional cabbage, as you can see. I've also got that one and that one, but them two are a lot smaller. So decisions. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. I'm not taking cabbages anywhere else. So which one do I take? That one. We'll see how it goes with that one. It's probably more weight in that one. Might lift them both and just have a feel of them and see what happens. The outside beetroot that I've not done nothing with. One of them's went to seed. The other three are grown. They're not as big. They're not massive, like, but we'll have a look at them later on in the month. Inside here, I did flood this the other day, so no more water needed for inside of here. So yeah, more spares. I've got another cucumber in here. That's pretty much done with. As you can see, it's starting to turn yellow. Got chilies in here still. Nothing coming off them yet. What else have I got? Tomato starting to ripen off. That's not good anymore. This other tomato, again, mega bloom, smile. Still no other mega bloom off these. Some big tomato flowers, like. Oh, there's one right at the top up there. It's near good up there. Chilies. I've been taking these as and when. I've got one in the fridge. It's measuring, I think, 37 centimeters, which isn't a winner, but once again, a couple of these will go into a category, which will be great. I've got loofahs in here, which is coming up the back there as well, coming up here. See, that's a loofah there. I'll show you the size of these loofahs in a second. Another tomato here. Have I got any? There's one there. There's a biggie. That's just sitting and resting on that plant there. I think that's all it can be. I'm not really fussed, to be honest. There's nothing else on there. Might just nip the tops off and leave them. But loofahs. Look at that. Look the size of the friggin' loofah. Can't even fit in. Can't even fit in. That's a bath loofah. There's one there. There's one there. There's one there. So I've got three at least. This one here looks like it's died off. And it's still growing along there, which is grand. This tomato as well, I haven't noticed any when I've had a look earlier on. There isn't any from what I can see. There was one on this side here, but it doesn't look like it's taken. Oh, in fact, it looks like it's freaking disappeared. I did have one up against there, I'm sure I did. But, look, there's one. Let's see. That's not that though. I am disappointed with the tomatoes this year. I got some good seed from good people, and I don't know if it's where I'm growing out the conditions, but I have just not been able to get many mega blooms at all. So I'm thinking it'll be done for what I need to do for next year anyways. But let's get this year finished with first. Let's have a look at the grapevine anyways. It's always a positive with a grapevine. I have grapes. Get up there. These grapes are ready to be harvested nearly. I've had a fantastic yield. I need to get these before the spider might get them. So I might even juice some of these as well. We'll see. But as I've said in the past, I need to fond layer grapes. I need to get the smaller ones off. And it's basically proved us right. I missed a few, but as you can see, there's just little ones in the bottom. And you take them off and let the other ones swell up. You can't get them all, but it's definitely made a massive impact from just shaking them off. You've got to be careful of that though, like I mentioned in the past, the ones that die off very quickly. These are very sweet. They do have pips in, but it is what it is. At the back here, the common cucumbers. I've had some nice cucumbers off these, but unfortunately got some red spider mite in here. And that's not the first time I've had red spider mite in here. So I'm definitely going to have to bomb this to next year if I want to grow anything in here. Because the cucumbers would have been ideal. Because I've got some lovely cucumbers. Oh, hello. Are you enjoying my meal, are you? Enjoying a cucumber? I have had plenty off here. These are common cucumbers. But like I say, it is what it is with them. I gets to the point where some people say, how do I manage to grow everything that I grow? Sometimes I look at stuff and I go, well, I can't be bothered with that. That's done. I'm not even putting any energy into it. So I got one more onion there. These down here, that was a giant tomato cutting. And these peppers, I think are bigger than my normal peppers. But I've got some peppers down at home as well. And this is just in the automatic system as well, in 5-litre pots. So I think I need to put some feed in because the leaves are turning yellow. But again, neglect. But that's everything that's on here. There are some volunteer potatoes here I can dig out at some point, but that's for another day. Just found a lovely little rat's nest. I can tell it's a rat's nest because there's bones and everything here. That's probably where the smell of death was smelling a couple of weeks ago come from. But aye, there's definitely a nest down there, so that's gonna have to get cleared out. Right, we'll start with the cabbages. No, we'll not. We'll start at the top and work our way down because I need to put the cabbage in last. So I'll get my camera set up and we'll get these. We'll get lifting. First lifting of 2025. Okay, let's go. LFG, let's go. Clean it up a little bit better later. Now, when you're preparing for lifting any kind of veg, depending on what show it is, always go off the show schedule. So you have to, so if it says that you can't have any stalks on, don't have any stalks, no leaves to stem, make sure the root, if the root's 75 millimeters, make sure the root's 75 millimeters, because some judges will just disallow you straight away, and you don't want to spend all your growing year just to be disallowed on the bench. Me, I've got a heart. So we'll have a conversation and you come back with it when it's show ready. That's not a problem. Right, that's the majority of the stuff taken off. I'll clean it up once we've finished. But now it's time for the... Now I've got no scales here, so I'm not even going to measure them. But this one here is a personal best. Oh, it's a bit forward heavy that. But right, there we go. First giant Swede lifted. I'll go and get the I'll get all the soil taken off the bottom, get it rinsed off, and then we'll move on to the cucumber. Right, next on the list is cucumber, and I've measured them, and this one's the one which I've selected to take. It's measuring, oh, sit on, please, I've built these benches. We have scale for the tail of the tape, 32 inches long, and at the widest part, 16.5. So let me knock every single other cucumber around here, and we're going to give it a good old snippy snip. It's like a pleasure to be in better. You stay in your hammock. It's the first cucumber cut. Stick that knife in a reachable place. Put it on this way. There we go, and that one will do. Next on the to-do list, carrot. Now this is going to be interesting because, like I say, I don't know what to expect when it comes to lifting this. Just get rid of it. This has been great this year. Been great. I can't wait to expand on it and upgrade it. Hopefully it'll be much better. I'm going to make these larger as well, so more water gets through. Right, so for these carrots this year, it should just be a case of undoing this air pot. I'll keep it all up because I need that. And then if I just rip the sides up. I've got a feeling it hasn't even touched the bottom yet. Oh, Jesus. Not to break any of the carrot side stems off. It's one solid carrot, which is good. Good, good, good. I like it. I like it, Picasso. Right, let's clean it off and see what it actually looks like. Time to get the hose. Right, there we go. First giant carrot 2025. I think I'm getting more of a sweat on than what this carrot's got on. Sun's starting to come up now, but no, I'm kind of pleased with that. Like I say, it's the smallest one I've got. I know it's the smallest one I've got. With regards to the foliage, I mean, again, I say it again, it all depends on the carrot, but I know that there's wider tops the further I go down. I think this one is bigger than the one that's in that one there, but I'm not going to lift it yet. Because I'm gonna have what we'll see what happens this coming weekend anyways, next weekend, because I want to pick one for the show. I might just take one to Malvern, it all depends, but I'm pleased with that. We'll see how it gets on in the show in any case. Next up, big cabbage. So we're gonna get these put into the car and then I'll get the cabbage ready to go. Now I am expecting to lose some leaves off the bottom, but I want to try and keep as many on as possible. So what I'm going to do, I've got my trusty flick blade. I'm going to get underneath, and normal showing rules are 75mm, so that's what I'm going to stick to, even though there wasn't anything on the schedule that I could see. So if I can get right in under here, I'm going to disappear. See ya. Timber! This is going to be the fun part, trying to lift the bugger up. In fact, you know what? I'm not going to lift it up until I start carrying it because I don't want to start losing leaves. But as you can see, it's a big cabbage. Right, see if I can get this in the car in one piece. I'll lift that netting up first so I don't get caught. Right, veg is packed away. I'll definitely lost some leaves there. There's one. This is all weight that I've lost. Just getting past this single section. Everything sticking out the way. See the damage. 1, 2. Some of these have already come off as well. 3 leaves. 3 leaves better than note. Hi, there we go. Right, time to have a quick wash down because I've got white fly all over my arms and stuff, and then I'm going to head to the show. So I'll see you there.
Oh, I do like the beam side.
Right, that's all, everything benched at West Allotment, and outside we've got 2 hours until the show starts, basically, and the pub opens. But I've come across a stranger Mr. Peter Holden.
Strange man.
Strange man. So we've come down to Whitley Bay seafront. We're going to have a coffee. We're going to look at the views. As Peter says, we're going to look at the sea. Right, yeah, we're back. We'll have a look through the show and see how we got on. Right, back from the show, and that's me all done. I got 4 seconds. I was pleased with that. Well done, Chris, for winning nearly every single section there. Well won. It was a cracking little show. But that's me done. I'm going to get the veg taken out of the car, put it inside the shed, and then take what I've learned today and shut my shed door, because I need to make sure that the onions are dried off naturally and nice. So I'll have a quick show around to the front garden here, because it's still looking bloody lovely, and then I'll sign off for the day. The front is looking lovely still plenty of life in there. Same with the baskets. The baskets are doing well at the front. These baskets on the side aren't doing too good. I think that's just because I haven't been up in water as well. But they're looking still plenty of colour in them. Same with the basket down there. Obviously down there and all the way down the back there as well as all there. Baskets are all looking alright down there. This side, the last lot I put in. I love the begonia. I love the colour. I love the colour of them ones. I mean, they're all the same, but I still love the reds and the oranges and the yellows. This is Nicotina. massive. This is a bedding plant. It shouldn't be in that basket, but I've got it confused with the petunias. Can't even see my little lights anymore because these are so big. It's fantastic. So this has been a great success this year. I've still got some plants down the bottom there as well. They've come up the best I can. There's a big weed there. Oh, I'll get rid of that. So it's been alright. The baskets I've been very pleased with, and I've still got colour to come because I've still got these mini mums to come through with the colour once everything dies back. I'm kind of hazard, I guess, to see. I've got a touch of weed colour to do in the back garden and also the front garden on top of the bark, but other than that, like I say, the garden's lovely to sit out here in the morning, have some breakfast in the sunshine, and looking at all the hard work that's been put in. But for me today, all done. I'll catch you another next time, or I might see you tomorrow. It depends on what I get up to.